Hi, my name is Kerry Pace. I'm the founder of Diverse Learners and I'm dyspraxic. And this is my daughter.
Hello, I'm Phoebe and I'm also dyspraxic.
Phoebe's 16 and found out when she was about 11 that she was dyspraxic.
Before going into secondary school.
Yep, it was a top time to find out. And I'm 33. No, I'm not 33, I'm 40. But I found out when I was 33. Oh, I've told everybody how old I am now. So this little podcast that we've decided to put together is about brushing your teeth for dyspraxic people. It's a big area of... Got our electric toothbrushes ready. We've got a few tips that help us. It's a thing I get asked a lot about, so you'll probably understand if you're dyspraxic why teeth brushing is quite a difficult thing. These are our electric toothbrushes. They're a bit vicious. Mine has a sort of double head on it, and I particularly like that one. And Phoebe?
This is quite an old one, but recently I just got a pink ring, which I like very much. But it's slightly different to Mum's, as you can see. I don't know. Yeah, it's got two separate bits. That's the top bit and that's the bottom bit, whereas Mum's is all attached.
And I also have a flashy light on mine.
Oh, I'm not seeing that.
So it flashes when I press too hard, and that's a key thing, and this is why we've created this video. I went to the dentist and he said I'd taken the enamel off the front of my teeth, and so had Phoebe.
Yeah. Because
we were brushing too hard. Now, because we have dyspraxia, often it's very difficult to judge how hard you're pressing things. And also I get a lot of ulcers because I'm really bashing my teeth and I'm not terribly coordinated, so I was getting a lot of ulcers as well because of the extra pressure we were putting on. So the dentist suggested electric toothbrushes. He did say it would take about a month to get used to it, and he was absolutely right. It is a bit of a skill, because instead of brushing like that, you just have to hold and move. So you're not actually physically brushing. This is doing the brushing for you, which is great. And as you saw before, it flashes. I've got one that flashes when it's too hard, the pressure, to remind me to stop brushing too hard. And also sometimes, I think yours stops, doesn't it? It kind of judders. And so you can tell.
No, mine's not really a pressure one, but mine has, I don't know if you can see that, but as you see, time, it looks a bit grubby there, but it's got a timer on it, so when it's in 2 minutes, which is recommended by dentists, it vibrates to let you know. It keeps going on afterwards, but it vibrates to say, this is how long you brushed your teeth. If you want to go further, that's fine, but you need to stop at this 2 minutes. If it hasn't vibrated, then you've not done it long enough. Because that was a problem I had, because I have difficult with time awareness, yeah. So I would be brushing my teeth for about 30 seconds, but it felt like I was brushing it for 2 minutes. I felt like I've been brushing for ages, so I didn't realise, and this is when it was helpful. Mum's got hers quite recently. I've had mine a lot longer. I had mine about a year, I reckon. So I'm quite used to it. It's helped a lot. So, because before I used to often forget to brush my teeth, because brushing my teeth is a bit of a chore. So I used with a manual toothbrush. I didn't like the feeling, and I brushed really hard. So my teeth there, like all the enamel, it's a bit, what's the word?
Eroded.
Enamel erodes when they get all that on the adverts. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see, but anyway, my enamel's a bit. I've gone off task now.
Typical dyspraxic thing to do.
Yeah.
That's kind of where you were getting.
But anyway, this is a lot more helpful. We both have systems for brushing our teeth.
We do.
So
I'll do yours first.
I'll go for mine first. Yeah. So first of all, the top teeth, the set, I brush them briefly. Well, you don't have to scrub with this one. It just moves, and you just move it along. You don't have to press really hard or use a brushing motion. So I do the top row of my teeth, the front of the top row of my teeth first, quite briefly, not, getting everything off. Then I do the biting bit, the way you bite, yeah. Yep, and I do that properly, I do that well, make sure everything's out. Then I go to the back of the top and do those well. I do those properly too. Then I move on to the bottom. With the front, I do the same as I do with the top, just briefly. Then with the biting, I do it properly. With the back, I do it properly as well. Then I do my smile, which is when I do the front properly and make sure I get everything out. If one tooth's looking a bit, it's got stuff there, I will just do that. I will just leave it brushing on the singular tooth.
To get all the plaque off?
Yes, plaque.
Lovely. I have a similar system. I have a starting place and a finishing place because often people with dyspraxia have concentration issues or short-term memory loss. Not loss, but sort of short.
You're not Dory.
Not Dory, no, but kind of. Going to the bathroom going, what did I come in here for? But starting place and finishing place, so I can track and make sure I hit everything. So I start at the back. You're going to be my demonstrator.
Okay.
You be
I
my
don't know what you mean by when you say yours.
Right at the back.
Right at the
so
back.
I start here and do the front and go around to this side.
Yeah.
Then I go back here and do all the biting.
Mhm.
Then I go back here again and do all the backs.
Yeah.
So that way I've made sure that I've hit everything and I haven't skipped everything. And then the same system at the back, at the bottom teeth. So front, bitings, and then backs. Right, and then I do my smile like Phoebe does. Because we smile a lot. So again, this is great because this will flash up, and it flashes in the mirror so I can see when I'm pressing too hard. There's all sorts of different types of heads you can get and speeds you can get, so you just find out what's nice for you. The thing I've had trouble with, which Phoebe didn't, is splatter.
I don't know, I think I don't really know, I think I just turned it off in my mouth to start with anyway, I didn't really...
So what happened was I was getting it on the mirror, I was getting it in my hair, I was dribbling down my chin, but then I found out that if I just, I'll show you what I mean. So it's on. I turn it off in my mouth and take it out, then all that isn't going absolutely everywhere. So that's a little tip from us. And the other big thing for us is mouthfeel.
Toothpaste. I'm very particular with toothpaste. We like Aquafresh and some Colgate.
Mild and minty one.
Mild, yeah. We don't like them strong because it can feel like it's burning your mouth, which is not pleasant. Not keen on the gel toothpaste either. Don't like the feel of those. And also grainy toothpaste. I know it's a personal thing, so we're not saying, oh yes, this is what you should use if you're dyspraxic. No, it's very personal, but we don't like strong gels or grainy because it leaves your mouth feeling claggy, and it's a horrible feeling. I get claggy mouth quite often, so I'm always drinking, which, you know, then you have to go to the toilet more often. It's just a bit of a pain, really. So if I get the right toothpaste, then, you know, it sounds like quite a small thing, but it makes a large difference, I feel.
So if you have a child or somebody in your family it's a bit of a chore for them to brush their teeth, or it's creating tension at toothbrushing time, this is what we would suggest: electric toothbrush.
Yes.
Bye!